when you visit the new home of two Chicago restaurateurs that came together with diverse backgrounds on Chicago's new restaurant row, Randolph Street, you found grace.
This is Ethan Ash, soon to be one of Chicago's hottest restaurateurs with Grace. And if you want to know where the name Grace came from, it is
the daughter of our chef.
And that's her you're looking at now. But Ethan, I met, and you're Gordon.
Actually, we met at the Mark.
Okay, the Mark, and then you worked with Gordon, and you've Savron, a little son, non-distinguished restaurant.
Right.
And you've been in this business for a while, and you teamed up with Ted Sizemore, the chef, who we just taped in the, where we will be showing you in the kitchen. How would you describe Grace?
I describe Grace as a casual, very neighborly place to be. We specialize in contemporary American food, aggressively seasoned.
Okay, with that, tell us what you've got right there.
Right here we have one of Ted's specialties, spicy crab cakes with rock shrimp and corn chowder.
Okay, what do we have here?
Right here we have
this is so good.
House-made game sausage with a white bean and wild mushroom ragu. Another one of Ted's specialties.
Okay. One of the things you've done is really create a unique wine list.
Right.
Not an expensive wine list, a unique wine list.
Right, our wine list consists of around 60% American, 20% French, and around 20% Australian, with a couple Italians and New Zealand wines as well.
Okay. We're going to take a minute. We're going to go watch Chet cook a few items, and then we're going to come back with some entrees. Don't go away, because you found Grace. This is, here, this is Big Daddy, the master of meat, Ted Sizemore. And I'm not going to ask where he got the name from, but I'm going to let him cook some really great stuff. Ted, why don't you tell him what you're going to make, and just go for it.
Okay, we're going to start out today. I'm going to make an appetizer we feature here on the menu. It's my free-form crawfish tart with spinach, baby carrot, or baby corn, peeled baby corn, tomatoes, garlic, crawfish tails, shiitake mushrooms, shallots, and we're going to garnish it with a whole crawfish. The sauce is going to be a crawfish stock and tomato emulsion. So I'm going to begin by getting some pans going here for our dish. I'm going to start warming up what I'm going to use for the sauce. I'm going to start with a little rich crawfish stock that we make. And I'm going to add a little roasted tomato puree. We're just going to bring that up to temperature for now. In our pan here that's getting warm, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. To that olive oil, we'll add diced garlic, diced tomato, peeled baby corn, crawfish tails, shiitake mushrooms, and the spinach is also going to go in there as well, but we're going to put that in at the very end. It's already pre-blanched and sort of cooked. I'm going to deglaze this with white wine and season it with a little bit of kosher salt and freshly cracked black pepper. I'm going to add a little bit more crawfish stock, add a little fresh herb. This is a house mixture of basil, thyme, chives, a little bit of marjoram. Okay, that's the basis for the tart there. We're going to finish it off with our pre-blanched spinach. We're going to add the whole crawfish, which is already cooked, just to bring that up to temperature. Lower that heat while we finish our sauce. This is just the crawfish stock and tomato, which is boiling. I'm going to add a little whole butter to that. Season it again with kosher salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And I'm going to emulsify that with my hand immersion blender. We're just going to check it for seasoning now. I'm going to taste it a little bit, see how the base is. It's right on, it's ready to go. I'm going to prepare our plate by putting down a little dollop of our sauce. I'm going to set our tart, which is a tart shell, which is a savory tart dough that we pre-bake ahead of time, and fill it with our tart filling. Then we're going to top it with our whole crawfish, and then sauce it with the crawfish and tomato emulsion that we already made. I'll garnish the plate with a little more fresh herb, and it's ready to go.
Tell me about this, and we're going to kind of go on here.
We have here Alaskan halibut with olive oil poached tomatoes, black salsify, and it's in a saffron lobster bisque.
Just a moment. Whoa.
That's a nice piece of fish.
Now this is Bam Bam. This is a 20...
Well, it's 32 ounces
32
with
ounces.
the bone.
This is an unbelievable chop. And it's... How much did it cost?
This is $26.
It's unbelievable. It's absolutely wonderfully prepared. I'm going to taste it and prove it. Tell me about it.
It's a little black Angus ribeye, like I said, 32 ounces with the bone. It's in a really light peppercorn Zinfandel sauce with white truffle whipped potatoes, a little haricot vert and carrots on the side.
This is Ethan Ash.
That's me.
And you've just found Grace. And okay, now in case you don't know the phone number, it's
928-9200, area code 312. We're open Friday and Saturday from 5 to 12, closed on Monday, Tuesday through Thursday from 5 to 9, and Sunday from 5 to 10.
And we've got a guy coming over here who's going to say goodbye to us. Grace's dad. This is Ted again. Thanks, man.
Thanks for coming.
The master of meat. I call him Big Daddy. They have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Here you go, man.